Department of Communication at West Texas A&M University. We are a regional university associated with the Texas A&M system. And our department became a standalone department in 2007 because of our president, our university president's strategic plan. Part of that included seeking the highest accreditation possible for whatever discipline we were in. And that led us to look for accrediting agencies that would look at our department. Our department includes both mass communication and comm studies, and we have a master's program. And so the fit for us regarding accreditation with ACA was the better fit. As Phil has said, there is some allowance for customization. We looked at AEJMC, which specializes in mass comm, but if we had sought accreditation through them, it would not have helped our comm studies or our graduate program. So ACA was our choice. And our process, of course, was very much like John has described. We took the 15 criteria, assigned them to the 12 faculty in our department, usually in teams of 2. They worked on that. We generated the report, sent it to ACA, and then arranged a site visit. And they came in February of that year. After the visit, we were given probationary status because there were some things that we needed to work on. And during the next 6 months or so, we made those suggested changes, strengthened, I think, our curriculum program, as well as some of the other things that we had received advice about. So far as outcomes are concerned, I think the biggest benefit for us was that we came to understand the strengths of our program as well as the things that we need to improve. One of the things that ACA had recommended is that we have a better database for collecting information about our alumni. And because our own University Alumni Association did not have a very well-established database, we had made changes in contacting our graduate, not only of the master's program, but of our undergrad program. And because of that, we now are going to be putting together a Communication Hall of Fame in September of this year. And that was an outgrowth, I think, of what ACA had asked us to do. But more importantly, when you think about outcomes and what this can do for you, is that it establishes a standard of excellence. One of ACA's criterion has to do with teaching load. And again, that is adjusted to the type of institution. We're a regional institution. We do have a research expectation, particularly now that the A&M system has sort of amped up those expectations. However, we also have a mission of teaching. And because ACA's recommendation is that we have a 3-3 teaching load for fall, spring, we have been able to maintain that teaching load even though we have been pressured to meet the need of increasing enrollment by increasing our teaching load. We have resisted that by saying simply that one of the standards of our accrediting agency is that we maintain this teaching load so that we can handle the other assignments that we're given. But on a broader basis, I think that ACA accreditation, that stamp of approval, sort of like the Good Housekeeping stamp of approval on your webpage, has lent the department greater credibility. We now have the largest enrollment of the 5 departments in the College of Fine Arts and Humanities. And part of that, I think, is because of the standard of excellence. And then the last thing, I think, that the accreditation helped us do and refine, we already were doing, I think, a good job of assessment, but we were able to refine our senior portfolio program. And in that program, we have students create their own website, but they have to upload 5 projects that illustrate at least 5 or 6 of the learning goals that we have for each program. And by doing that, we are able to not only see the results of teaching, but also how students are interpreting the things, the goals that we want them to reach. And so the accreditation process for us, John did mention this in his introduction. He said before that the reasons that you might not want to seek it is that it is a lot of work and it is expensive. But if you look at the benefits, at least for us, it certainly has paid great dividends. And we look forward to going through the re-accreditation process in 2015 when our current accreditation ends. And our next presenter will be Vernon Humphrey.